I've literally tried most of the productivity system you've heard of. Pomodoro, Eat the Frog, time blocking, batching, all of it. And for years, I genuinely thought if all those successful people are using these techniques and they are not working for me, then something's wrong with me. Or maybe I'm just not made for this productivity thing. So let's talk about why productivity systems might actually making you feel worse, especially if you are a creative or someone whose brain just works differently. Here's what usually happens. You see someone's productivity video. They wake up at 5 a.m., they use the Eat the Frog method, and somehow they manage to finish 3 projects, workout, meal prep. So you try it. You set your alarm at 5 a.m., you force yourself to tackle your hardest task first, and by around 6 a.m. you already burn out, scrolling your phone, feeling like a failure before your day even started. And here's the thing, most popular productivity systems were designed for specific type of people. The Pomodoro technique, created by a college student studying for exams. Eat the Frog, popularized by a sales trainer in corporate America. Do you see the problem? These systems were designed for specific contexts, specific brain types, and specific lifestyles, but we treat them as universal laws of productivity. I'm going to show you exactly why they fail and how to find what works for you. But first, let me show you what made me realize this. Okay, so I was watching this video from Mark Manson where he was rating different productivity hacks, and he gave the batching a really high score. And I paused for a minute because, yeah, this also works really good for me. Then he gave Eat the Frog a very low score, and again, same for me. But here's where it gets really interesting. He gave the Pomodoro technique a very low score, and again, it doesn't work for me either. But the comment section, people were passionate. Pomodoro changed my life. I can't work without this technique. And one comment really stuck with me. It seems like these ratings are just based on personal preferences. And they were right. But here's the twist. That's not criticism. That's the entire point. Your productivity system should be based on your brain, your energy patterns, and your creative process. Not mine, not a productivity expert. I've spent the last few months testing this, and I've developed a system, and I'm going to walk you through this step by step. I call it the creative self system. Study, experiment, learn, and fine-tune. And yeah, it spells self because it's about discovering yourself, not copying someone else. Traditional productivity advice will tell you to just follow the system, but this system is different. It actually helps you to become the scientist of your own productivity. And I'm going to walk you through each phase with real examples. Let's start with study yourself. So for 1 week, you are going to track 3 things. Number 1, your energy level throughout the day. Every few hours, rate your energy from 1 to 10. When are you the most alert? When are you the most focused? When are you the most creative? For me, I've discovered that my energy peaks are usually between 11 a.m. and noon, and my creative flow are usually between 6 p.m. and midnight. Number 2, what breaks your focus? What actually distracts you? Is it your phone? Is it decision paralysis? I've realized my biggest distraction is not social media or those kind of things, but mostly decision fatigue. Because every time I have to think about what to do next, what to work on next, I usually end up just scrolling and doing everything else but what I'm really supposed to be doing. Number 3, when time disappears. When do you actually enter your flow state, and what condition cause that? I noticed I flow best when I have specific detailed instruction, but also when I create the space for me to be ready for focused work. Because when I have just open-ended instruction, deadlines, all those kind of things, it makes me procrastinate. And also noisy and busy environment really stress me out, and I cannot really focus properly. Now you might be thinking, but my patterns are inconsistent. It's different every day. If that's you, I would say try for 2 weeks and try to see patterns in similar type of day. Maybe it's not just like time of the day. Maybe it's like, oh, I feel low energy after social events, or I feel high energy after exercising. Now phase 2, experiments with hybrid systems. Here's where it gets fun. Instead of copying someone else's systems exactly, we create hybrids based on what you have been learning about yourself. Let's use Pomodoro technique. Traditional is 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. But what if your tracking showed you that you focus best in 45 minutes blocks, or you need 2-minute break every 15 minutes? So I will show you 2 experiments worth testing. First, custom time blocking. Use the Pomodoro technique, but adjust it with your own timing. Maybe that's 15 and 3, or 45 and 7, or 50 and 10. So you can test one ratio for a week or 2 and track how much you actually complete. The second experiment is energy match tasking. Instead of forcing yourself to eat the frog first thing, match task difficulty with your energy levels. If your energy peaks at 2 p.m., that's when you do your creative work. And if your morning are mostly slow, that's when you can do basic tasks like organizing files or anything that doesn't require you to think too much. Here's the crucial part. Give this experiment at least 2 weeks, because first week will be messy. That's usually when you learn things. And second week is when you start seeing real results. Now phase 3, learn from your result. This is where most people fall off. They try something for 3 days, it felt hard, and they give up. But here's how to actually learn from your experiment. Track one thing, not 2, not 5, not 10, but just one thing. Track one metric and note how it felt. Does this system make you feel stressed? Does it make you feel calm, creative, robotic? Because if a system makes you feel miserable, you are not going to stick to it long term. Your emotional response matters as much as your output, because productivity is not about just getting things done. It's about enjoying the process enough to sustain to it. Now, before I go through the last phase, drop a comment and let us know what productivity system you have been trying that everyone swears by, but never works for you. Like, it's just doesn't work for you. Because maybe your experiments can help someone else know that they are not alone. Phase 4, fine-tune forever. Here's the truth. Your perfect productivity system doesn't exist. Your brain changes, your life changes, your environment changes, and your creative process evolves. The system that works today might need some adjustments 6 months later, 12 months later. So fine-tuning means regularly reviewing your systems and what changes, what make you feel good, what make you feel bad, and adjusting. You can set a reminder, ask yourself what worked, what didn't work, and give yourself permission to test different systems and change systems. Like, if something is not working for you, let it go, and it's totally fine. So let me tell you what shifted for me when I started building my own system. For the first time in years, I stopped feeling guilty about how I work. I stopped comparing myself to another creative who spend hours doing a task and they are very focused. I stopped comparing myself to their creative process. I stopped trying to force myself to tackling all the others' work first thing in the morning, because that's not something that works for me. I stopped feeling lazy because I need to warm up before tackling complex work. And here's the belief shift I want you to have. You are not bad at productivity. You're just trying to force feed someone else's creative process into your unique operating system. Those popular systems are not wrong. They are just incomplete. They work in specific contexts for specific people. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. The goal isn't to find the perfect system, it's to create your own system, the one that fits how your brain actually works, not how you think it should work. Remember when I said the system wasn't broken? This is what I meant. The frameworks are fine, they are just not designs for everyone. And now you have a system to discover what is designed for you. Alright, let's make this actionable. Start the study phase this week. Track your energy, your distractions, your flow states for 7 days. That's it. Don't try to fix anything, just observe. You can use your phone notes, you can use a journal, or if you want something more structured, I've created a free Notion template and it includes everything I just talked about. It's the first link in the description. But here's the thing, don't get overwhelmed with all those features, just start with the 7 days tracker. That's your only work this week. And if you think that you're not organized enough for this, that's exactly why you need this, because this is not about being organized. This is about finding what organization looks like for you. Now go track day 1, figure out what works for your brain, and build something that actually fits you. See you in the next video.